So today we're just gonna do dividing with exponential or properties of exponents. And essentially what's happening is if you like wrote this all out, so there's 3 y's on top and 1 y on bottom, one of them would cancel out. So you would just end up with 4y squared. And then like, if ever there's nothing left, you can, if everything stays on top, you would just have to write it, but you could put it on a 1 on the bottom. And if you ever have everything left on the bottom and there's nothing left on top, you would just put a 1. So if you have coefficients or the big numbers, they actually divide. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then essentially, because we're just crossing off however many, what you're actually doing is subtracting. But wherever you have the most, that like wherever there are more m's, that's where you want to keep your m. So like with this one, if there's nothing there, it's like having a 1. So since there's more m's on the bottom, I'm going to put it on the bottom, and then when I subtract, I just get 3. Cool. If you have ones like this, you would want to put these together before you subtract. So like these it'll be 2 steps. Remember that the big numbers, if they're on the same level, multiply. And then I would, zeros go away, and then I add their exponents. So x7, y2. So now that I've got just one of each on each level, now I can subtract. So the 8 is the only number, so it stays where it is. There's more x's on bottom, so I'm going to put my x on the bottom. And if I subtract, I have 6 left. And there's more y's on the bottom, so I'll put that on bottom. And if I subtract, there's 1 left. And then, like I said, if you end up with a fraction and nothing on top, just put a 1 up there. So same thing here. Multiply the big numbers. 4 times 3 is 12. X. And then 1 plus 2 will be 3. And then 2 plus 1 will be 3. So now that I've got it all on the same level, I will divide. So 12 divided by 2 is, oh, sorry. I thought someone was asking a question. Never mind. There's only 1 x, so it's just going to stay. And then, cool. There's more y's on top, so it'll go on top. And if I subtract, there's 2 left. Cool? Cool. Okay. So same thing. Cross off the zeros. And then here, it's just you have to simplify the top and the bottom before you can do the next thing. So let's see. 3. That's the only y. My x's would add together to give 6, and my z would be stay the same. And then multiply the big numbers. X, y, 5. So the x is by itself, and the y is added together to give me 5. This one I put on also because when I divide here, sometimes you end up with a fraction. So like 3 divided by 9 would technically be 1/3. So just leave it as a fraction like that. And then there's the y's, there's more of them on bottom. So for the y's, I'm going to do it on the bottom, and it's 4. For the x's, there's more of them on top. I'm going to subtract, there's 5. And then the z just stays where it is. Okay, this one looks crazy because it's got all the three things, but same rules apply. If you just take it one step at a time, it shouldn't be too bad. So I crossed off the 0 and multiplied the big numbers. The x stays at 3, y adds together to become 6, and z adds together to become 5. Then I just subtract. So 9 stays where it is. There's more x's on top. There's more y's on top. And when I subtract, I get 3. And there's more z's on top. And when I subtract, I get 1. So